gorgeous Cancerians. This is Debs and this is your reading for November 2024. Cancer, in a vision, I got an image of someone who was deciding to build what looked like a small one-bed apartment in their garden. It was so strange. And I said in my head to Archangel Michael, why are they doing that? Because they've got this lovely house. Why build a little studio flat in their garden? And Archangel Michael said to me, for any eventualities that might occur in the future. And then I heard the words when I came out of meditation, insurance, which is really weird. So Cancer, I don't know whether or not you are deciding to build a plan B, right? That's the only way I can describe it. You're deciding to work on something separate, but in parallel to what you've got going on right now. So guys, you could be in a 9-to-5 job. You may feel that that job might be unstable in the future. So you may be deciding to put a little bit of effort into building a home business, but you may just work on that business Saturday mornings. And it may be Cancer, what you're thinking about is, if my 9-to-5 goes under, at least I would have started this home business. I'm not going to have to start from scratch. It may well be that if you own a property and what you're thinking about is, well, if it gets to the point where I can't get up and down the stairs, right? And the property's worth a fair bit, I could sell the property, but keep the small plot of land I've built this one-bed flat on. And that will be my new home, which would be cheaper than buying a new home elsewhere. It will be on the same plot of land, but just separated by a fence or something. Whatever you're doing, Cancer, you are beginning to build another situation as backup, as insurance, in case the present situation that you're in sort of goes under. Guys, this could be a relationship. You could be building a friendship with someone that you're interested in romantically, but keeping it as a friendship, believing that maybe later on down the line, your relationship might crumble. And then you've got this friend who could turn into a love interest quite quickly. It's that scenario. All right, Cancer, without further ado, guys, before I waffle on too long, let's get into this. The deck that I'm using is the Prometheus Tarot. It's a new deck for me from Etsy. If you'd like a reading, my website, of course, as always, is down below. Thank you guys for being here. It's much appreciated. And thank you for leaving your lovely comments. I love my Cancerians. You're so sweet. And yeah, let's start. Cancer, let's start. You are building something on the side in case your main situation goes under. It is what I'm getting, or becomes impractical, or doesn't make you any money, or you simply decide you're fed up with it. I'm just going to hop over here, right? All right. Okay, so my beautiful Cancerians, I can't speak today, guys, I'm sorry. Archangel Michael, what have we got for my lovely Cancerians, please? November 2024. Yeah, I'm now seeing somebody go into a scooter shop and they're buying a little scooter. And they're coming home with it and their mate is saying to them, why have you done that? You've got your car. And this person saying, yeah, but my car's on its last legs. You know what? I mean, what if it breaks down on me and I can't afford to get it fixed? I've got a scooter. I can get around and about. I can visit a few shops. You know, it's fine. It just gets me from A to B. Yeah, so Cancer, you are developing something sort of on the side as a safety net. Thank you, Michael. We finally got there. Okay. I'm hearing something about underpinning. You may have tried to underpin a situation, strengthen a situation as you would underpin a house, right? Strengthen the foundations. But I'm hearing it wasn't possible. It wasn't possible. Okay, it didn't work. So you tried to secure your current situation to make it stronger, whatever that is for you, but it didn't work out. So you're beginning to put effort into something on the side. Yeah. All right, guys. The Four of Cups. Yeah. Cancer, you've been a little bit disappointed that the situation you find yourself in hasn't borne fruit, hasn't given you the happiness and success that you'd hoped. Disappointed. Wish it had. It hasn't. Okay. The Strength card. But you haven't done anything about your main situation. You've held back from doing anything to dissolve your current situation. Instead, you have been looking at alternative forms of stability, right? Building a one bed in your garden, getting yourself a scooter in case your car falls apart, building a small business in your free time in case your 9-to-5 goes under. Yeah, that's what you've been doing. In the past, Ace of Swords. Cancer, in the past, you knew the truth, that the situation you were in was not as rock solid as you thought it was, and you began to get a bit nervous. What if it just ends? After that time, with the energy of the Chariot, Cancer, your card, you headed off in a different direction in order to find a second form of stability or to work on a second option. That's what you did. In your thoughts now, the Moon. You're a little bit nervous, Cancer, because you don't want your current situation to go under. It's almost as if you're seeing this second option as a last resort. Well, I really don't want to leave my beautiful house and go and live in a tiny one bed in my garden, but if I have to, I will, you know? I really don't want to have to let my secure 9-to-5 job go, but if it goes under, if I'm made redundant, then I've already started a little home business that I could pick up, right? I keep hearing insurance. Okay. Cancer, 5 of Coins. In the immediate future, you're getting a little bit worried because either finances are dwindling, okay, or you may realize that you might be pushed out of the situation you're in, left out in the cold, and you're nervous. Oh my goodness, is this happening sooner than I thought? Is this happening sooner than I thought? I've got to do something about this. But at this point, Cancer, you would already have started building your plan B, your insurance, the second option. In your fears, Cancer, the 8 of Wands, fearing that there's going to be communication pertaining to the fact that the situation you're in is crumbling. And it might happen fast, and you're worried about that. In the environment, Cancer, is, the Page of Swords. Okay, I'm hearing it's going to happen sooner than you think, for sure. Okay? All right, guys. This is someone delivering a piece of news. This is someone having a conversation with you, but it may not be what you want to hear, okay? What you're hoping for, Cancer, is that whatever you have been starting to put effort into, you can pick up and run with very quickly, right? This is you symbolically hoping that the little one-bed flat that you'd started to build in your garden could be completed in about 3 months. This is you thinking, okay, I may have to sell the house, right? Or it may well be that this is you hoping to get a business firmly off the ground before you're made redundant. Okay? The final card, Cancer, is the Eight of Cups. You are walking away into a new future, is what I'm hearing. There's a sense of resignation. There's a sense that you may have seen this coming. It may well be that this is you having to move. It might be that this is you selling a property and having to move somewhere much smaller. You could be deciding, rather than trying to find another 9-to-5 job, okay, I'm in this situation, let's try and get this little business off the ground. Clarification for you guys. Okay, you're a little bit in your head, 9 of Swords, having a few sleepless nights, feeling as if the situation you're in is not as secure as you thought it was. 2 of Wands. You may realise, Cancer, that for quite a while now you have been standing at crossroads, intuiting that major change was on the horizon, but you may not have been able to pinpoint exactly what it was. Just a feeling, Cancer, that things were not going to stay the same. In this person's energy who's delivering some difficult news, their energy, oh my word, okay, the Tower. So this is someone who's had a shock, and somehow that affects you quite significantly. This, for instance, is your boss saying to you on the quiet, Cancer, bit of bad news, the company hasn't made any money this year, and just so that you know, we're going to have to let a lot of employees go. I'm going to lose my job as well. So I'm really sorry, but you're going to need to find yourself another position. This is a bit of a shock to you, but it's because this person has received a Tower moment. So it's almost a domino effect. It's going to affect you. 8 of Swords. To be honest, Cancer, I think this person has had an idea that this Tower would fall for quite a long time, but they haven't said anything in case they worried you. I'm not going to tell Cancer that I think the company's going under quite yet. I'm just going to keep it under my hat until I know for sure. This is them finding out for sure. This is them realizing that not only their job is going, but your job as well. Under the deck, Cancer, we have the Page of Cups. Yeah, whoever this is going to apologize. I don't know. For some of you, it may have something to do with a child, or it may affect your child. 4 of Swords. You're going to be wanting to take a few days to sit back and think about this. This is quite a serious consideration for you. This relates somehow to your stability, right? Something you rely on a daily basis. Your job, your home, your vehicle, something like that. So, my beautiful Cancerians, I think you're going to be absolutely fine because your head's screwed on. For many of you who resonate with this, you've already got this other situation that you have been quietly working on, and you may need to use that. That's your safety net. You may find yourself heading in that direction, okay? You're going to be fine though, guys. Let's have a look at the 4 of Cups and the Strength card. You know you've been in a little bit of an unstable situation for quite a while. You may have tried to push your feelings down, your fears down. You may have thought, no, I'm going to power through this. It's going to be fine. But Cancer, you may have intuitively realized that change was afoot. Let's have a look at your energy. What is your energy, Cancer? The 4 of Coins. Okay. Up until this point of time, you've been desperately hanging on to this, right? Hanging on to your job, hanging on to your partnership, could be even a relationship, could be hanging on to your car. Okay, I've done a few repairs. I hope it's going to last for the next 2 or 3 years. Nope. Your car's on the way out. It's had it. It's had it. This is you thinking it's going to be fine. I'm not going to think negatively. It's all going to work out, right? Okay, the Devil. For some of you, you may be connecting to a Capricorn. Cancer, this is you underneath recognizing that you're in a bit of a tricky situation. You didn't want to face it. You didn't want to admit the truth to yourself. You may have tried to sort of forge forward, powered through this. It's not working. And I think with the knowledge of that deep down, you had been developing another situation sort of on the side as a fail-safe. As a fail-safe, Cancer, yeah. The Hanged Man, Pisces energy. You're seeing things very clearly now. What you're realizing is this old situation that you've been clinging on to, hanging on to, is about to end. It is about to end. Okay. And with the energy of Temperance, Sagittarian energy, you know that you've been coasting, not doing a great deal about this for way too long. This is the equivalent of you thinking, yeah, well, you know what, I've built the website for my new business, but I haven't actually launched it yet. I haven't tweaked it. I haven't proofread it. I haven't got a disclaimer on there, right? I haven't made it live. You've been putting a little bit of effort into another situation, but not enough for that to be stable enough for you to move straight into. Yeah. You've been coasting, Cancer, and now it's time for action, guys. You've been coasting, yeah. A major situation is coming to a close, all right? But this isn't a painful ending, guys. This isn't the Ten of Swords. It's actually going to transform the situation you're in. I'm actually hearing the word improve your situation. So Cancer, you may see this as, oh my goodness, everything's kind of going under. This is really scary. You may have a couple of sleepless nights, but I have to say, Cancer, afterwards, I wouldn't be surprised if you look back and think, you know what? That was a nightmare to get through, but look at the result. Look at where I am now. This is much better. That's what I'm feeling here, guys. I am. Yeah. So in the past, with the Ace of Swords, you knew the truth deep down, even though you may not have wanted to admit it to yourself. You knew the truth. You knew the truth. You could feel it coming, right? Yeah. Five of Wands. I mean, this could have represented drama with other people, arguments and conflict, or you knew the truth, but you didn't want to face it. In your head, a little bit confused maybe. Is this going to happen? As in, is it all going to go under? I think your logical mind was saying yes, but you were sort of fighting against it. You were trying to remain positive. Trying to remain positive. Yeah, but you were sat in the Ten of Wands. Looking back at the past, you may have realised for some of you that this was inevitable. I kind of knew this was going to happen. But even in the past, Cancer, you struggled on, you kept going, you thought, no, this is going to be okay. I'm going to push forward. I'm sure it'll work out. But something changed. There may have been signs and synchronicities, or Cancer, you may simply have had a couple of quiet conversations with someone. And what you thought was, okay, I have to start building over here now, the Chariot. So you quietly went from your main situation to work on another situation, okay? This is the equivalent of you deciding to divide the garden up and build a little one-bed flat in another area of the garden, right? This was your fail-safe. This was your fail-safe, Cancer. Yeah. So you put a little bit of effort into this other situation, a Page of Coins energy. It could even be, for some of you, a small amount of money, with the view that you would keep adding to that if you felt your current situation was really going under. Yeah. Anything else? Yeah. So for a time, Cancer, you were quite busy because you were managing two situations. You were trying to cling on to the current situation whilst building a second option. So it took up a lot of your time and your energy, but you felt you were doing the right thing. You felt you were doing the right thing, Cancer, because this was your sort of insurance in case your current situation just dissolved. Yeah, 6 of coins. So you were giving to this situation or ploughing money into a second plan whilst desperately hanging on to your current situation, right? Thinking to yourself, well, I'm going to stay living in my house and I'm going to continue to pay the mortgage. But if it comes down to it and I have to sell the house, I can move into my little one-bed studio or my little one-bed flat in the garden, right? The other end of the garden, symbolically. What you're thinking about now is it's getting real, okay? You're sitting in fear with the energy of the moon. This is your energy for me with a crab there. You're hiding the fact that you're fearing everything is about to crumble. You can sense it. You can sense it, Cancer. Yeah, 7 of Cups. You're a little bit emotionally confused. Am I intuiting that things are about to go down here? Or is it my imagination? Is it my imagination or is my intuition bang on? Wheel of Fortune. What you're thinking about, Cancer, is it's time to start moving in a new direction. It's time to start shifting yourself onto a new path before the old situation totally crumbles. Interesting, I'm seeing an image of somebody on a rickety old bridge. It looks like one of those scenes from an old Indiana Jones film. He's on this wooden bridge and he's looking at the bridge thinking to himself, if I run across the bridge, it's going to give way. But if I stay standing on the bridge and it gives way, I'm just going to end up in the water. That's it for me. I'm a goner, right? So this guy is pegging it across this old rickety wooden bridge with a massive ravine below him, not even looking back. He's just running to the other side. And as he runs, this bridge just disintegrates under his feet. He gets to the other side safely, but what I'm getting here, Cancer, is this is your mindset. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm sensing everything's going to crumble, so I'm going to shift direction now before I get caught up in the rubble of a tower moment. I'm going to shift now, right? Yeah, guys. Yeah. 3 of Wands. You are already packing up stuff from the house and moving it to your little one bed in the garden, the other end of the garden. Or this is you getting in touch with a website designer and saying to them, you know, can you just check my website for me? Do I need to do anything else to launch it? Because I want to get it launched now. I want to get it launched now. So in a month's time, it's up and running. You're realizing you want to put a lot more work into the other situation you've been building sort of on the side. Okay. Yeah. 8 of Coins. Okay. There's no point in me carrying on working on my current situation because it's going to go under. I can sense it. I can feel it. There's no point. So I need to now put effort into the other situation. Because that's my security, that's my insurance, because that's where I'm going to end up going. It was a plan B, but now what I'm realizing is that's going to be where I'm going to end up. So Cancer, in the immediate future, we have the 5 of Coins and the Page of Swords. This is D-Day. This is Judgment Day. Whoever's communicating with you has had a tower moment and has been in their head about telling you, and this is them actually delivering the bad news, okay? You're there, 5 of Coins, thinking, I knew it, I could sense it, I knew that something like this was going to happen. Luckily, Cancer, you've had your wits about you, and this is you thinking, well, even if this does go under, I can hop, skip and jump to plan B, right? You've already got your plan B sorted out. So Archangel Michael, when do we have the 5 of coins and the Page of Swords for Cancer? Thank you, Michael. I'm hearing confirmation will come in on the 18th of December, but you're going to have until the end of February to move into your new cycle. So we've got a sort of transition period here, December, January, February, okay? Let's have a look at whoever sat in the Page of Swords. What are they saying to you, Cancer? What are they saying? Let's have a look. Okay. They're going to, I'm hearing break you in gently. Okay. What they're going to do is start initially by talking about the past. Okay. When you first started at this company, when we first moved in together, whatever this is for you, they're going to start talking about the past. Okay. All right. And you're going to feel, Cancer, that this is someone who isn't happy. They're either filled with remorse and regret that they're having to tell you this, or this is someone who feels that a situation that you've both been embroiled in is coming to an end. It's almost as if there's nothing they can do about it. They may have had a tower moment as well. Okay. The 3 of Swords. Just so that you know, Cancer, whatever situation you find yourself in, they are heartbroken as well. So this is someone who doesn't want to give you the bad news. It's as if they feel they have to. They can't hold this in anymore. They can't pretend that the tower hasn't fallen because it has. They're just relaying to you what they feel you already know. And they're as upset about it as they feel you would be. What else are they saying, Cancer? This may be quite emotional, this conversation. Yeah, they may say to you, look, you know, I didn't want to tell you before because I hoped that things would work out, or I didn't want to tell you before because I was in denial. I've been trying to pretend this wasn't happening, but I'm sitting in the rubble of the tower. It's kind of already happened, and so I had to tell you because you're affected. What else are they going to say? With the 7 of Wands, they did everything they could to prevent the tower falling. They fought hard. Or this is someone who tried to call in reinforcements. Or this is someone who tried to look at other ways of sorting the situation out to no avail. So what they're saying is, I did my best, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. Now, Cancer, you're either going to say to this person, is this going to affect my finances? Because it might. Okay, 5 of Pentacles. Or what you may say to this person is, I felt this was about to happen because I kind of felt you pulling back. You weren't being communicative with me. You weren't being your normal chatty self. You could say something like that. How are you going to be reacting to this? Okay. Knight of Swords. You may initially be angry, Cancer, because even though you may know that this is definitely happening, this is you maybe saying to this person, well, if you knew before, why the hell didn't you tell me? I would have had time to sort myself out financially. If you knew before, why didn't you tell me before? And I think this is why this person's feeling a bit guilty. I know I should have told you before. I know, but I was in my head. What else are you going to say to this person, Cancer? The Hermit. You may be talking to a Virgo. What you're going to be saying is, I felt it intuitively. I felt that you weren't talking to me about something very important. And I've done a lot of soul searching and kind of saw this coming. So initially, Cancer, you're going to be saying to this person, why didn't you tell me before? Why didn't you mention anything? Because it's got me in a tricky situation. But then you may admit to this person, you know what? I saw it coming. I did. I have to admit, the Hermit. I felt very disconnected from the situation for a long time. And I did do some soul searching about this. What you're actually saying is you felt that the tower may fall. You felt it. You felt it, Cancer. Yeah. The High Priestess. You could be highly intuitive with the High Priestess, or you may be connected to a High Priestess. I don't think you're going to say a lot more. I don't think you're going to say a lot more, Cancer, because the truth has come out. What you're thinking about now is, I've got to move myself to the other situation, because this situation is over. What's the energy between you two? What's the energy you two share for this situation you're in? Judgment. Sagittarian energy, yes. So Cancer, you are making a serious judgment call because this person has come out maybe finally with the truth. And the truth is the tower hit, Cancer. I'm really sorry. It's affecting you too. I've been in my head about telling you, but this is where we stand, right? So guys, after this period of time, this is you coming to terms with the fact that you have to make a decision to shift yourself very quickly onto this new situation, into this new situation that you've already started building. So with the Three of Pentacles, Cancer, this is you communicating maybe with those people that knew you were trying to build another situation, or maybe with someone who was helping you. Three of Coins. Okay, got to get my website up and running pretty damn quick, or I've got to get this little one bed that I built in my garden up to scratch so I can move in, and move in quite quickly because I've got to put the house on the market, right? So what is the Three of Coins? This is what you're hoping to do. Really start working on this other situation. Yeah, Ace of Wands. So Cancer, you're not going to waste any time at all. You're fired up. You have to get this other situation to the point where it's workable on a practical basis, because you're realizing you have to move into that new cycle much sooner than you thought. What else are you hoping for here, Cancer? Seven of Coins. This is you hoping that the time, the effort that you put into starting to build another situation has paid off. You may even have been transferring money to a separate bank account for some of you. So you had savings in another account. I don't know where that's come from, but you could. Okay. Anything else? Yeah. Okay. Oh, I'm hearing a really big bang in my head. I'm hearing, and the door closes. The door closes on one cycle of your life, and you're going to emerge fresh into a brand new cycle, okay? This is the end of an era, Cancer. This is what's happening, but you have been astute enough to build yourself a very secure safety net. And this is you looking back, thanking God that you did this. So with the energy of the Eight of Cups, you are moving forward onto this new path, okay? You're letting the moon guide you, Cancer. So you're using your intuition, okay? You're not looking back, which is interesting. That person is not looking back. It's as if, no, the past is done. I'm looking now to my future. How are you going to be feeling? There may be a tiny part of you that wants to turn back and run to your old situation. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Can we rebuild the tower? Is it really over? You know? But I think, Cancer, even though you may walk away with a bit of a heavy heart, you're not going to turn around. You're going to keep walking. You're going to keep walking, Cancer. Yeah. the Justice card, Libra energy. There may be legalities you have to tie up for some of you, but at this point, Cancer, you are now putting everything into this other situation, okay? Yeah, the Magician. There we have it. You are manifesting this new life path. What are you going to do then, Cancer? My beautiful Cancerians. With the energy of the star, you may be talking to an Aquarian, or with the energy of the star, Cancer, you're going to be taking some time to think about the cycle that you've just closed. I don't think you're going to be sitting there feeling upset. You may be feeling slightly shell-shocked that it happened sooner than you thought. You're just wanting to settle your emotions before you get fully ensconced in this new situation. What are you going to be realizing? That with the Six of Swords, you're actually moving to calmer waters. For some of you, this is you realizing that if you stayed, you would have been caught up in the chaos of the tower, right? The rubble of the tower. Or it would have been far worse for you in some way. It's almost you sitting on a boat thinking, hang on, I can see a few ripples. What's happening? And this is you paddling to the side of the river before the downpour, right? Before the heavens opened and the currents became really strong, you've got to dry land. That's what I'm getting here with the Six of Swords. Yeah. The Fool, Aries energy. You may think to yourself, I got out just in time. You may feel that it was a little bit hairy. Yes, if I'd waited another week, it might have got really difficult. That sort of energy. And Cancer, you are looking at a new opportunity. Ace of Coins. Now, this could be remnants of the old cycle that you've closed out. There could be a payout for some of you. Or this is you taking as much as you can from the other situation in order to make yourself feel comfortable in the new situation. I'm now seeing somebody taking small pieces of furniture out of their house that they're selling and putting that furniture into this small one-bed flat in the garden, the other end of the garden, right? It feels like home with that little bit of furniture. It's not a lot because I'm living somewhere much smaller now, but it makes me feel as if I'm still home, you know? Yeah. Yeah. Six of Wands. You may feel an odd sense of victory that you were astute enough to build a second foundation for yourself before it was too late. You may be quietly applauding yourself. Thank God I had the foresight to sort out a new situation, a new foundation before this one totally gave way. So do we have a final card for my lovely Cancerians, please? The Four of Wands. Oh, Cancer. This is your new little home, or this is you starting your new business. You may be with somebody else at this point of time, or you could simply be by yourself or with your kids, right? If you're a single parent or with your pets, you're very happy, Cancer. It's a smaller situation, but it feels safer somehow. It feels far more secure. Yeah? So, guys, an interesting reading. I hope that you've enjoyed it. I hope for some of you it's helped you. Let me know, as always, in the comments. Take care of yourselves. And of course, I'll be back before you know it with your next set of readings. See you soon, Cancer. Bye now.